All right, sick. Hi guys. It's the club's administrator at Activate ETS. I'll be walking through the club reaffiliation template and how to kind of do reaff today. If you guys watch the video now, so this is the club reaffiliation folder, which has a bit of everything. You'll see the different folders and different things that are already there. The AGM minutes. So if you gotta put your AGM minutes in here from your AGM. Your bank documents is basically the bank statement from Combiz. You just have to export that from your transaction list for the entire year, and you make sure to put that into this folder. This one is the constitution that was approved at your last AGM, which is the one at the end of the year. Inventory list is basically your inventory list for everything you own throughout the semester, so you should keep a record of this. Your receipts is probably one of the most important folders in the reaffiliation. This is where you put all your receipts in. And ideally, you'd be putting the receipts for your grants inside this, the grants that you're applying, and then all your other receipts in the main folder. Sponsorships, this is where you need to put all your sponsorship agreements in that you've done throughout the year. Your club reaffiliation agreement is also the second most important thing after the actual template and the receipts. This is where you have a bit of information on everything, to be honest, and you need to make sure you fill out everything as much as you can. To the best of your ability for your incoming team. This is also important for the incoming team to be signing on to it because it's part of their agreement to be executives. Now we kind of go into the main reaffiliation template. This is probably the single-handedly the most important document for reaff aside from your AGM. So the first page is just a bit of information you just got to put in. It's a lot of basic high-level information, but it's more important for your incoming team to kind of have a good overview of everything. The statements section of your reaffiliation template, this is all automatically calculated, but it's super important that you make sure that when you're doing your reaff, all of the three things on the right, those things have to be passed, all of them. And then everything else is kind of just like automatically filled in stats and like numbers. This is where you need to export your Combiz like transaction list and put it all in here. You got to make sure the formatting is right, and you got to make sure that the negative values that are being paid out are all negative and the positive are positive, but make sure you format them correctly. The next section is the events section, where you got to make sure you put in all your events. This is more so the Excel sheet can calculate what events are making you how much money, and it's good for your incoming team to know. The receipts section is super important because you got to make sure all your receipts that are you've used throughout the year are listed in this folder, and then you got to also make sure that every single receipt that is labeled on your folder should also be the same label on your reaff sheet. So, for example, receipt fill 19381 needs to be the same all across, and then it needs to be in your drive. And all of these receipts need to be linked to the folder, so the same name, because otherwise it's going to be really difficult for us to approve your reaff for you. Furthermore, now it gets split up into months. So you'll see that all the transactions that you did in here imported, they get automatically split up into each month so it's easier for you guys to record. Everything in the gray cells is automatic. You just need to do that. Make sure you enter your bank statement balance. And then, this is just us doing a little sample. So O-Day, autumn, and then let's say it was for receipt 1. And let's just put in a description as well, actually, while we're at it. For example, so banners and assets for a week. Sorry about my spelling. But yeah, cool. That's basically what you need to do, but for each month of the entire executive year. So it's better that you guys get started now. The last October one, you also need to just put in your closing bank balance. And all of that gets added in to see your entire statement at the end of the year. The last one is also a template guide, which is basically a bit more wordy guide for you to kind of go through and read through if you need additional assistance. But that's a quick 5-minute video on how to do reaff.